Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We're here for the part 2 reaction, or the announcement for the part 2 characters here.
Hi to everyone all around the world. I'm Omatsu, main producer of Dragon Ball Z.
Hello Omatsu. Had me getting out of work early for me to do this reaction. Let me change the subtitles because I think they're in German.
So if you have trouble understanding English,
captions, go with English.
Turn the subtitles on as needed.
Are you
There we
enjoying
go.
the ongoing worldwide celebration?
There were some sections that it was dry as the Sahara Desert, but I mean, it's good so far. I like it. I like the content.
Of the campaign.
Hey Chucky, how's it going,
We
dude?
will reveal the characters as well as their animations and abilities. So keep watching.
Oh my god.
Let's introduce the two new characters.
The two new
together.
characters? Oh
I can't
boy.
wait to see the characters.
Me neither,
Here
Ken-san.
they are.
Oh, yeah! We talked about it earlier. Super Saiyan Gohan and the legend, just a straight up legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Okay,
And all-out super attack. Super Saiyan
that's
Gohan
awesome.
King.
Look at that Gohan.
We have declared the duo who fought fiercely in the movie
Okay,
Dragon Ball Z Broly Second Coming.
those arts are pretty cool looking.
Their abilities.
All right, abilities and animations. Let's see.
Let's start with the Dokkan Festival featured character Super Warrior.
Broly is gonna be the Dokkan Festival, and Gohan is gonna be the Carnival
This character
banner.
can create a domain.
There's a domain ability for that Broly,
Here
even
is the
though they
animation.
haven't fixed the domain abilities on these characters. Oh my god, that intro looks sick! I need to see the back shots. Come on, give me back shots, Broly. Come on. Oh, it's just a stomp. Is that just the mega stomps? Oh, I feel like was that on the movie? I don't know if that was an original.
How is that?
Okay.
Isn't the Broly super cool?
Yeah, Broly looks cool. I like that. Okay.
His type is extreme.
Oh, it's extreme int. Okay. All those categories. Okay.
His leader skill can raise uncontrollable power, revenge, or planetary.
Oh, we got a revenge
destruction.
leader now.
Allies stats by
Uncontrollable power,
170%,
revenge power,
and
planetary
becomes
destruction.
200% when
All
allies
stats
also
170.
belong to the
Movie bosses, transformation boost, and pure
or Super Saiyan
Saiyans.
category.
The 6 leader skills are going to benefit from that.
Savage Blaster can massively raise
I'm gonna read the
attack and
details
defense for one
separately
turn with a
after
high chance
the
of further
initial
raising
reaction.
defense
So
for one turn and deal colossal damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. His Ultra Super Attack, Gigantic Driver, can massively raise attack and defense for one turn with a high chance of further massively raising attack for one turn and deal mega colossal damage with a great chance of stunning the enemy.
yeah, he's literally replacing
Here is his passive
the
skill.
extreme
Upon
in, bro.
his
Oh my
entry,
god, what a
he
passive!
activates
Oh
his
my
entrance
god, Jesus
animation
Christ!
once only and raises extreme class allies defense for 4
He has
turns.
60% damage
In
reduction,
addition to
and he
raising his
provides
own
support
attack
to
and
extreme
defense
class
by
allies
260%,
for 4 turns.
he has
It's not
high
bad.
base stats, 60% damage reduction at all times, and an ability that allows him to receive 2 additional ki and recover HP for each ki sphere obtained, making him a powerful character. Plus, this character
That
highlights
OST in the
of
background
domain
sounds
creation and
insane,
revival.
bro.
Let's talk about them one by one. Firstly, his domain can be created with his active skill when there is a Goku's family category enemy.
Okay, so you
or
have to fight a
every
Goku
ally
in order for you
attacking
to
in
get the
same turn
domain
belongs to the
or the active skill,
uncontrollable power category.
and be able to get the domain ability, or fight a have the ultimate like uncontrollable power like category characters in there. That active skill, oh my god, dude, what are these animations, man? Oh my good, they look sick. God, they're oh my goodness, bro. Oh, he has a revive. He has a revive. Oh, it's really coming out like with the shell. Oh, that is sick. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay.
Did you like it?
Wow.
His active skill, Earth Crushing Arm, can massively raise his attack temporarily and deal ultimate damage to the enemy. It can also create the domain.
He did the rise up from the lava, which is
Matadi Village
awesome.
for 3 turns. About the domain's effects, it raises uncontrollable power.
Uncontrollable power
allies
category. Enemies and allies get attack and defense plus 15%. Increased damage received by super class enemies and allies. Okay, by 15%, of course. Plus an additional 10% for characters who also belong to the movie hero. So 25% attack. Like increased damage for the enemies and allies. Jesus. Okay, I mean the domains are like double-edged sword.
At the start of his attacking turn, he can change key spheres of a type other than intelligence and strength into strength.
With the domain ability active, he gets guard.
Moreover, after
Guaranteed.
attacking
He
once
changes key
while
spheres
the
of a certain
domain is
type
active, his attacks will be
to
effective
STR
against
key
all
spheres
types
at
for
the start of the
rest
character's
battle.
attacking turn.
Don't
Okay.
hesitate to create his domain, because he can benefit from it even after it is no longer active.
There's even more. As we mentioned earlier, he has a revival skill.
Yeah, he
Starting
does.
from the 5th turn from his entry turn, which is right when his entrance animation effect ends, he can revive once only when he or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd. If his
My
or
god,
an
that
ally's
support at the
revival
end.
skill is
Attack and
activated,
defense
his
plus
defense is
60% for
boosted
uncontrollable
with
power
renewed
category
attack.
allies at the start of the
If he
character's
is
attacking
revived by
turn.
his own
Starting from the
revival
turn in
skill,
which the character's
the
revival
attack
skill
and
is activated.
defense
So you
of
trigger the revive,
uncontrollable power
all those
category
units are
allies
getting an
will be
insane
raised, and
buff.
he can change
Jesus.
physical key spheres into intelligence key spheres within his attacking turn.
Besides his offensive skills, his abilities also include high damage reduction, being able to change key spheres, and even being able to revive, making him a jack of all trades. With a slightly different approach.
Yeah, 60%
compared
defense
to
when
the
receiving an
usual
attack.
Attack-focused Broly. We believe that he will be a great.
I mean, that movie boss's team is gonna be nuts right now. Add this Broly with the new LR ECA Broly that we just got, with the new, like, Brolys. Dude, that is just insane, bro. Alright, give me Gohan. Is he tech? Is he AGL?
With a little new twist. We will
Standby skill with a little twist. Is that gonna be the key mechanic? The Dragon Ball key mechanic?
his super attack and ultra super attack animations.
I like the little close-up for Gohan there. Not bad. Okay. Oh, that close-up looks good, dude. Okay.
What do you think? We have
I'm not too impressed, but they look good. I like it.
In the second movie of the trilogy,
And this year was the year of the Broly, man. We got that Broly in that team is gonna be looking good. SDR. Okay. Interesting.
And his leader skill raises Kamehameha category allies stats by 200%.
Oh, so it's Kamehameha category key plus 3, all stats 200%. I mean, there are a lot of very good characters on Kamehameha, so that's not bad.
Chance of stunning the enemy. His ultra super attack, super explosive wave, greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, deals mega colossal damage to the enemy, and raises super class allies defense.
Also, he raises
50%
defense
for
by
1 turn.
50% for 1 turn. Okay.
Here is his passive skill.
I see. It's at least it's not a Bible like Broly. Jesus.
And key meter are important to this character. His key, attack, and defense are all raised with each attack launched, and his attack and defense can be raised up to.
You're gonna be tossing a lot of attacks there.
150% respectively.
He gets an additional.
Moreover,
That has a 70% chance to becoming a super attack when key is 18. When key is 24, he tosses out an additional super attack. If HP is 77% or more, his attacks goes effective against all types. He guards all attacks when there's another Kamehameha or Earthquake Fighters category ally attacking the same turn, it seems.
And he can perform an additional super attack.
He gets key plus 2 and guards all attacks.
Will be effective against all
He has a
types
50%
when
chance to
HP is
dodge.
77% or more. So together with the boost he receives from the number of attacks and super attacks performed as mentioned before, he's actually packing a big punch. With the above effects and hidden potential activation, he can launch up
So far I'm thinking Broly might be better on paper, but he gets an additional key plus 2 and attack plus 40% up to 200% attack, and defense plus 30% up to 150% with each attack performed. So with more attacks that you do with this guy, he is going to be hitting pretty hard.
Have a high chance of evading an attack if his HP is lower than 77% when receiving it.
In addition to his high offensive capabilities, he can also guard and has a high chance of evading attacks depending on the conditions, making him balanced in both offense and defense. Time to introduce his standby skills. Let's first look.
Alright, let me see. Let me see the animations for the standby. Show me.
Here it is.
Show me. Oh, that's gonna be the Dragon Ball mechanic. Yeah. Oh, look at him. Look at the little gi that is like broken and stuff like that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Do you like it?
The standby skill activation condition.
Standby for 5 turns during which 7 Dragon Balls appear. Charge count increases by 1 per key sphere obtained by allies and by additional 4 per Dragon Ball obtained by allies. How is that gonna work now?
His standby skill in detail. It allows him to stand by for 5 turns, during which 7 Dragon Balls will appear. Charge count will increase by 1 whenever allies obtain a key sphere, and by an additional 4 whenever a Dragon Ball is obtained. This appearance of Dragon Balls is...
You may have to run when HP is 77% or less or starting from the 3rd turn from the start of the character's entry turn. Okay. This is 3rd character's entry turn. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying with the rotations.
Clearer idea. Here are the actual visuals.
Yes, show me how it
Please
works.
take a look.
Okay, there's the standby. There's the key. Oh! Okay. I see it. So she's just gotta collect the key
The
spheres?
order that Dragon Balls are obtained is not restricted.
Okay.
And the number of Dragon Balls collected will affect his finish effect, which I will introduce next. He has 3 types of finish
3
effects,
types of finish
various
effects.
and animations
Okay.
based on the number of Dragon Balls collected and the charge count. Let's first take a look at all 3 of the animations. Here we go.
Alright, I'm assuming that's the less charged one, like the basic one. This is the second one. Oh my god, that animation looks good! Looks so good! Pretty sure the third and the final one is gonna be with a Goku.
What are we gonna do? I wish Dad was here.
Use every ounce of power you've got in you! No more chances after this one!
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh, those animations look sick! Oh goodness! Oh my god! Oh, that green looks great! Oh my
You
god!
might have expected. We have degraded a lot of key climax scenes in his animations.
The effects.
I got a summon for those characters now, man. Why? That animation looks awesome. I feel like those are like one of the better animations I've ever seen. Oh my god. I forgot I didn't have face cam on for this. Jesus.
Brotherhood Kamehameha can be activated
With 6 or fewer Dragon Balls collected.
or more with 6.
So you gotta
or
collect the
fewer Dragon
7
Balls collected.
7 Dragon Balls in order for you
It
to
raises
be able
attack
to
by
get the
15%
finishing blow.
temporarily per charge count.
Oh my
and deals
god. So
super
shark
ultimate
not
damage to
only
the enemy.
key counts, but
Lastly,
you gotta collect the Dragon Balls.
can be
Or it's just
activated when
35
charge count
or
is
more
35
charge
or
counts
more,
with 7 Dragon Balls
Dragon
obtained.
collected.
Yeah, that art
It
looks
raises
sick.
attack by 20% temporarily
Oh my
per charge
god.
count, deals super ultimate damage to the enemy, and makes the character's attacks effective against all types. That's all for the finish effects. Last but not least, let's talk about his abilities when he is in standby mode. He cannot attack unless
They look
launching a finish
ridiculous.
effect, but he
So
can
they're not
dodge
able to
all
attack,
attacks.
okay.
His attack is raised for every super
77% damage
attacking
reduction with
in the same
guard.
turn, and if
Gets an
all
additional
allies
defense plus
attacking
50%
in the
when
turn
receiving an
are
attack
super
per
class,
key sphere
he can
obtained.
reduce damage received
Then he
by
gets an additional attack plus
77%,
258% when
making
finished
him
skill is
Knight Rider
active.
in super class teams. Moreover, his defense when he takes a hit
So you gotta run him
is
on a
for
super
every
class
key sphere
team, it
obtained.
seems. For Kamehameha, I mean, he's gonna be on a super class team
This
setup.
makes him hard as
I
steel.
do need to see the categories that he's in. I think we saw that earlier, but he might be under the 200% leader skill for the Super Saiyan trio.
To launch a powerful finish effect. His attack is raised by 258% when he launches a finish effect, so he can deal massive damage with the aforementioned finish effect, just like the decisive blow in the movie. That's all for today's new information.
The Dokkan Festival and the legendary Summon Carnival, where you can summon. The new characters will both start from September 13th.
Oh, the
So
13th.
please wait a little more.
So the banners will go live on Friday.
This has already been announced
Okay.
in the in-game news, but regarding the unification with the Japanese version, the conditions for the number of rewards obtained from achieving first place on App Store or Google Play has changed.
Nah, we know that
Please
now.
check this slide for details.
Yeah.
Be aware of the change, and they will be changed starting next time.
Yeah, so if we ever get top grossing on global, if we get 3 regions, we get 50 Dragon
Please
Stones.
look forward to
So that's
event
not
updates,
bad.
New Extreme Z Awakenings, and more. Until the next video. Thank you for sticking around till the end. See you!
Okay, so very good. So let's go ahead and talk about these units first. Let's go for Broly. We saw the animations, films, and things like that, so I'm not gonna go back and talk about them. So we got uncontrollable power, revenge, planetary destruction, movie bosses, transformation boost, pure Saiyans, resurrected warriors, full power, target Goku, exploding rage, and human deeds, legendary existence, power beyond Super Saiyan, and powerful comeback. This guy, on his super attacks, massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance of further raising defense for 1 turn. So that is the new ability, I guess, on this. That's a different wording, okay? So even has a 50% chance of further increasing or further raising defense for 1 turn. It causes colossal damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. We got the additional, like the 18 key super, massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn with a high chance of further massively raising attack for 1 turn. It causes mega colossal damage with a great chance of stunning the enemy. Yeah, the wording is completely different now. That's a new type of super attack, or like attack raise and defense raise. So very, very important. We'll possibly try to see that once we pull the units. So they got the passive skill, which is like a Bible here. He has this intro animation. He gets extreme class allies defense plus 40% for 4 turns from the character's entry turn. So that's not bad. Very good defense boost for the allies for 4 turns. He gets attack and defense plus 260% and reduces damage received by 60%. That's some pretty good stuff. He gets an additional attack plus 100% when attacking. He gets an additional 2 key and recovers 2% HP per type key sphere obtained. I did not see that. I completely missed out on that. Okay. He has his domain ability, which we were able to see. While in the domain, or while the domain is active, he randomly changes key spheres of a certain type. Of course, int and str are going to be excluded to str key spheres. It's pretty interesting that they chose str for a character that is int. At the start of the character's attacking turn and guards all attacks. So while the domain is active, he has guard with 60% damage reduction. That's pretty strong. Attacks effective against all types for the rest of the battle when the character performs an attack while the domain is active. Starting from the 5th turn from the start of the character's entry turn, revives with 60% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd. So it's not him purposely. He can be KO'd, but another character in the field can be KO'd as well. So not bad. He gets an additional defense plus 60% when receiving an attack after the character's or an ally's revival skill is activated. So it's the same effect with like Majin Buu, right? Or the UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta. If a character gets the revive, they will be receiving some buffs after that. So defense plus 60% after the revive when receiving an attack, which is good. Changes physical key spheres to int. Provides 60% attack and defense to uncontrollable power category allies at the start of the character's attacking turn, starting from the turn in which the character's revival skill is activated. That's just stupid. What did they do? This animation, I feel like a contender for one of the best animations I've ever seen in the game. That's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Insane animation, bro. So of course we got the active skill. That is where he can be able to create the domain. Massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. The domain was created as well. Can be activated when there is a Goku's family category enemy or when all allies attacking the same turn are uncontrollable power category characters. So pretty good stuff. We already talked about this, so yeah, that's the effect of the domain for this good old Broly. And then there's my boy Gohan, looking good. Let me see if I can see. So he's on Power of Wishes, and he's on Super Saiyans, but he's not on All Out Struggle, but he does still fit. Does he still fit the 200% leader skill for the Super Saiyan trio? Let me just make sure. Where is the Super Saiyan trio, man? Yeah, Super Saiyans, and he's on Movie Heroes as well. So yeah, he does fit the 200% leader skill for the trio. STR, so Kamehameha category key plus 3 all stats 200%. I didn't check the leader skill for Broly. Let me just go ahead and jump that in real quick. Yeah, Uncontrollable Power, Revenge, or Planetary Destruction category key plus 3 all stats 170. With an additional HP attack and defense plus 30% for characters who also belong to the movie, bosses, transformation boost, or pure Saiyans category. So yeah, had to get that in there. There's the passive for Gohan, key plus 5, attack and defense plus 200%, plus an additional key plus 2 and attack plus 40% up to 200%, and defense plus 30% up to 150% with each attack performed. So we need to do at least 5 attacks in order for this to be fully built up. He gets an additional attack plus 77% within the same turn with each super attack performed. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super when key is 18 or more. We got when key is 24, he gets an additional attack plus 58%, and launches an additional super attack. And if HP is 77% or more, the attacks are going to be effective against all types. When there's another Kamehameha or Earthbred Fighters category ally attacking the same turn, we're getting an additional key plus 2 when we're guarding all the attacks. And when HP is 77% or less, when receiving an attack, we're getting a 50% chance of dodging that attack. So our boy does have the standby and introduces the new mechanic for the game, which is the Dragon Ball key collection mechanic. So here's the standby skill for them.
His animation after the skill. Here it is.
I'm the one who's going to defeat you!
Did you write it?
Yes, I did, Omatsu. I did. Yeah, it's a pretty good animation there, man. Really, really good looking. So this standby can be activated when HP is 77% or less, starting from the third turn from the character's entry turn. I didn't like that a little bit, but it all depends on the rotation setup and things like that. But I feel like that's going to be pretty quick to get. Standby for 5 turns, during which 7 Dragon Balls appear, and the charge count increases by 1 per key sphere obtained by allies, and an additional 4 per Dragon Ball obtained by all allies. So Dragon Balls are going to be appearing on the field. The same way that you can collect key spheres is the same way that you can collect these Dragon Balls. We can be able to see this mechanic in action in a few seconds. So let's go ahead and play that. There, so you guys can see we got all of the Dragon Balls collected in there. So they are being covered by the type key spheres. For example, this is an AGL key sphere, so you might collect that. There are a couple that could be the same type, so we got a couple that are STR. So if you get lucky, you can be able to obtain either of these. So I'm also checking if there's like a new side banner character in here, but it doesn't seem like it. So yeah, this is also very important. You don't need to like collect, whoa, I gotta collect the 1-star Dragon Ball, the second one, the third one. You don't have to collect them in order. You just collect them as readily available as they are to you, right? So we got the standby skill animations for all of these, and this is all depending on how many Dragon Balls you collect and the charge count, right? So if you have, I think it's explained a little bit further down the line, but if you are, I think if you collect 3 or fewer Dragon Balls, you get this one. This is when you collect 6 or more Dragon Balls. This is when you collect all 7 Dragon Balls.
What are we gonna do? I wish Dad was here.
Use every ounce of power you've got in you! No more chances after this one! Father!
Dad!
And that is just a beautiful chaos screen right there. That is very, very good. So here's the explanation for the charge count. So we get the Kamehameha, get a 15% raise in attack, temporarily per charge count collected. This can be activated when you have 34 charge count or less. So meaning that if you're not able to collect any Dragon Balls, you're able to collect at least 34 of these charge count. You get the first basic finishing skill. Then we shift over to the Brotherhood Kamehameha. This is when you collect 35 charge counts or more with 6 or fewer Dragon Balls obtained. So it seems that on the first initial one, if you don't collect any Dragon Balls whatsoever, you're not going to be able to do the charge ability or like the finishing effect with just Gohan. You can be able to do the Goten and Gohan one if you collect 6 or fewer Dragon Balls with 35 charge count or more. And then the finishing one, you do have to collect 35 or more with 7 Dragon Balls obtained. They want to let you know that with the previous one, let me just make sure that I have that. It raises attack by 15% temporarily per charge count. It causes super ultimate damage to the enemy. And of course, we got this one, which is attack by 20% temporarily per charge count. It causes super ultimate damage to the enemy and attacks effective against all types. Of course, as you guys saw, he's unable to attack during his standby phase when finishing skill is going to activate. He provides attack plus 77% per superclass ally attacking the same turn. And if all allies attacking the same turn are superclass, we get 77% damage reduction, which is really good. Defense plus 50% when receiving an attack per keys we obtain. And he guards all attacks, which is ridiculous. And he also gets an additional attack plus 258% when finish effect is activated. So I am excited. These two are cracked beyond their heads. Like these are like one of the best units ever. And of course the banner, they made the announcement here. The banners are going to go live, as you guys can see by the subtitles here, September 13th. So we're gonna have to wait a few more days for the banners to go live. But yeah, there you guys have it. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of these like ridiculous, utterly insane units. Let me check Gohan's super attacks, because I don't know if I was able to check them out. But yeah, they are crazy, ridiculous units. Wow, I am excited. They did not show their super attack effects for Gohan. Or am I missing something? I guess not. Now we got the leader skill.
Let's move on to his abilities.
And yeah, we got the categories here. But oh, there's the super
Kamehameha.
attacks. Sorry. So let me see, because Broly had a different effect. So now this is gonna stay the same. So yeah, greatly raises attack and raises defense. So it's a 50% raise in attack and a 30% raise in defense for the turn. Causes colossal damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. So stuns seem to be pretty effective for both of these characters, because they got both chances of stunning. And then we got the super explosive wave, greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. So it's a 50% raise in attack and of course the 30% raise in defense for the turn. Causes medical colossal damage to the enemy, and we're raising superclasses allies' defense by 50% for one turn. So yeah, very effective. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of these incredible units. You guys saw my reactions here. You guys saw the full-fledged animations of these guys. Absolutely insane. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I am very excited to see both of these in game so we can be able to enjoy them and test them out. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all hopefully in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.